Trump pardons former Tennessee House Speaker convicted of federal public corruption charges. Yet people keep flooding other people's comment sections, claiming that it's the Democrats that are releasing criminals back onto the streets to offend again. Survey says, bullshit. President Donald Trump has pardoned the former Tennessee House Speaker and a one-time aide of public corruption charges after the White House said the Biden administration Justice Department significantly over-prosecuted both for a minor issue. Minor? But isn't it funny that Trump wants to push prosecution on everybody? But those that have actually committed crimes? Like, why isn't he going this hard in the paint regarding the person that the FBI claims took Charlie Kirk off the census? And why didn't Trump have anything to say during the Routh trial? And if you're not familiar with that trial, that's a trial of the gentleman that they say tried to assassinate Trump at Mar-a-Lago. But corruption is a minor charge? Of course it is. He thought an insurrection was minor. Former Republican State Representative Glenn Casada was sentenced in September to 3 years in prison, and his former Chief of Staff, Cade Cothran, was also convicted and received a 2.5-year prison sentence. The case centered on their actions after both had been driven from their leadership roles and were accused of running a scheme to win taxpayer-funded mail business from lawmakers. What they say about those birds of a feather? The moves continued a pattern of Trump, a Republican, using his second term to bestow unlikely pardons on political allies, prominent public figures, and others convicted of defrauding the public. Remember the pardon before this? He was asked about it on 60 Minutes. You know that 60 Minutes interview that he's all over Truth Social, where Truth Goes to Die, giving himself a pat on the back for, where he admitted he didn't know anything about the person that he pardoned. They just told him he was a good boy. Many of the clemencies he granted have targeted criminal cases once touted as just by the Department of Justice. They also have come amid a continuing Trump administration effort to erode public integrity guardrails, including the firing of the department's pardon attorney and the near dismantling of a prosecution unit established to hold public officials accountable for abusing the public trust. Where's the don't tread on me crowd? Where's the crowd of small government? Where are the 2A fellows that said that they needed their armory for moments just like this? According to prosecutors, Cothran launched a company called Phoenix Solutions with the knowledge and support of Casada and then Representative Robin Smith. The three claimed the company was run by Matthew Phoenix, later determined to be fictitious. The companies controlled by Casada and Smith received roughly $52,000 in taxpayer money in 2020 from a mailer program for lawmakers. Oh, where are y'all? We don't want our tax dollars going to pay for other people's lifestyle. Crowd at. What say thee? Is this the hill? This isn't the hill that you're gonna on? Okay. A Matthew Phoenix signature ended up on an IRS tax document. A purported associate of that fictitious person was portrayed by Casada's then-girlfriend, prosecutors said. That all allowed Casada Having resigned as Speaker in 2019 after a no confidence vote by fellow Republicans due to swirling scandals, including revelations that he exchanged sexually explicit text messages about women with Cothran years ago. So Republicans said that he was corrupt and he shouldn't be in political office. But the grand poobah of the Republican Party said, hold my warm Diet Coke and my cold KFC and let me set him free. What is a bridge too far for y'all? Is there a bridge too far? Is there a line to cross? Because there doesn't seem to be. And I thought y'all were supposed to be the party of law and order. Cothran also left his post over those texts and racist texts, coupled with an admission that he used cocaine inside a legislative office building during a previous job. Yet, sounds like an upstanding candidate for a pardon, doesn't it? But the drag queens, but the trans community, but the immigrants, but the Democrats, We had a fraudulent Democrat and his wife. We put them on trial. They were convicted. We're going to let them rot in jail. A White House official said Thursday night that Trump approved the pardons for Quesada and Cothran because the Department of Justice under Trump's Democratic predecessor, Joe Biden, significantly over-prosecuted these individuals for a minor issue. Now, given everything that was said, what part of that was minor? Let me know in the comment section.